On behalf of Roxy and Ben, it is with great pleasure that we gather to witness the joining of two hands and two hearts in matrimony. These two people have fallen in love so completely, so deeply, that today they make a bond, a sacred promise whereby their hearts, their body, and their soul shall be united as one in marriage for the rest of their days. Roxy and Ben's respective families, together with their friends, each represent a circle of love which supports and encourages and wraps around to give comfort in times of sadness and celebrates in times of joy. Today, Ben and Roxy join their lives together to make a new circle of love, one that overlaps with and is made stronger by those from which it has emerged. You have been invited here because of their special relationship with you to witness the creation of this sacred bond. Ben and Roxy, marriage consists of entrusting our deepest selves into the loving care of another. It is a public and legal act as well as an emotional and spiritual one. Marriage is a promise that takes a lifetime to fulfill. It's not a promise to be made lightly and can only be made by those who are legally and spiritually free to offer themselves to each other. Therefore, in front of all the witnesses here today, I ask you to state your intentions. Have you, Roxy, come here today of your own free will to join the circle of your life with Ben, sharing as equal partners all that life has to offer? And have you, Ben, come here today of your own free will to join the circle of your life with Roxy, sharing as equal partners all that life has to offer? Roxy and Ben would like to thank you all for being here with them today and for supporting them through everything it's taken to make this day a reality. They wanted you all to know the deep appreciation and gratitude they feel in their hearts for your friendship, love, and for coming here to share this very special moment. You are all the most important and influential people in their lives, and all of the time and conversations that you've had with Roxy and Ben, even before they met, have helped to make them who they needed to be to first find themselves and then each other. You have shared their best days and their worst days. You are an irreplaceable part of their yesterdays, this very special today, and all of their tomorrows, for you are among the greatest gifts that life can give. You are those they call family and friends. It is such an honor to be here today and be part of this very special moment in Ben and Roxy's life. I don't think anyone who meets these two has any doubt that they simply belong together. When Roxy applied for a job at Ben's company, I think he went a little weak at the knees at the prospect of interviewing the gorgeous blonde who reminded him of Marilyn Monroe. And so began an amazing friendship for Ben and Roxy. Working together side by side was so easy and so natural. Their banter back and forth, such an integral part of their friendship that customers would ask how long they had been dating. But for Roxy and Ben, they considered themselves very good friends. The kind of friend you can cry to when your relationship ends. The kind that gives you a hug and makes your whole day better. Or the kind you call to say, hey, I need a place to stay, and they say, sure, the door is open. So it was when they were roommates that, after a couple of adult beverages for courage, they finally confessed to having feelings for each other, and they began to date, casually at first, but over the months admitting that their feelings for each other were very deep, very strong, and very serious. Ben called to ask Roxy's father permission to ask his daughter to marry him, which was a bit of a surprise to her dad because she hadn't told him she was actually dating anyone. And on Valentine's Day, because Roxy loves Valentine's Day, Ben proposed. Their respect for one another, the love, care, and consideration that each has for the other, comes shining through in every aspect of their relationship. Ben and Roxy truly cherish one another and appreciate each other as individuals, lovers, and friends. They have learned how to argue and how to apologize, how to make each other laugh, and how to love each other unconditionally. They have learned that the secret to happiness in a marriage is to find a best friend to romance through life, and Roxy and Ben have definitely found that in each other. Ben and Roxy have written personal messages for each other on their date. So today, Ben, please express your love to Roxy.
I stand before you, much as I have in days past. Today I stand here for one reason. My voice has been quieted and outspoken by the girl word of love. My eyes have chosen to only see the picture-perfect woman you see here. Arms have grown strong and outstretched to carry her with me. My knees are not weak, but ready in anticipation of the great journey ahead. My brain is ready to throw puns and jokes, ready with a quick wit. The sound of her laughter, the touch of her tears, the warmth of her sun-kissed skin. This is my true love. This is what my body has been dreaming. Roxy was always the one my soul has chosen. I stand here to proclaim to the world, my soul has found pure love and happiness with hers now and for all eternity.
Ben, I'm not going to tell you how you make me want to be a better person, or that you can play me. When something good happens in my life, you're the first person I want to tell, because I know that is this. I am going to tell you that I love you because you fully support me in wanting to be a better person. I love you because separately we are completely happy people, but together we are intoxicatingly happy people. I love you because when I'm having a bad day, you always ask how you can make it better, not knowing that just having you here is all I need. I love you because you love me unconditionally. In you I have found a true partner, someone that doesn't want to change who I am because you love me just the way I am. I love your sense of humor and how you always make me laugh with your silly puns and dance with me like crazy people in a car when the sun comes on. I love when I ask you to get me something and you ask in return if my legs are painted on, but you still go get it for me anyway. I love when you use your go-go gadget arms when I can't reach something on the top shelf, and I love your cute butt. I love that you will get up at 4 in the morning to kill a moth that has assaulted me in the bathroom because I asked you to. I love that when I wake you up to roll over when you were snoring, and you ask me what, and I tell you you were snoring. And without skipping your beat, you come back with a witty, you're snoring, and then roll over. I wake you up anyway. I love that when I hear a noise in the middle of the night, I wake and you always get out of bed to check the doors. You make me feel safe. You are my best friend, and I love you for the man you were yesterday, the man you are today, the man you will become. I love you for this. like to read Union by Robert Fulham for Ben and Roxy. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will, those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of the wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in the last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Roxy and Ben today is the public acknowledgement and affirmation of all that you are to each other. Seemingly your relationship will be, as it has always been, that there is a power in the spoken word. May that power bring you all the warmth and closeness, security and comfort, joy and happiness this world has to offer. Roxy, will you please make your marriage vows to Ben?
Ben, I promise to hide money from you and spend more than we make. To never do the dishes or cook us dinner. I promise to always hold your hand as tomorrow we're pale day. To go to the bar and sickness and in health, with or without you. I promise to break dishes instead of telling you I'm upset with you. To leave you if you ever lose all your money. To always cut your mohawk crooked. To tie your shoes together when you're too old to reach them. I promise to withhold relations from you with periods of time without explanation. To hide your cane from you and tell you the tree wanted it back. And I promise to tell you at least once a day, every day for the rest of our lives.
And Ben.
Roxy, I promise to push you down the stairs when there's an overdraft charge. To leave the trash instead of taking it out. To cheat on you again. To tell you how fat you look in sickness. I promise to never clean up the dishes you broke when you're angry, so you cut your foot. To ride your coattails as you make more money than I do. To always miss a spot when bleaching your hair. To hide your glasses on the top shelf and tell you they are on the floor somewhere. To never let you know when there's a ghost in the house. To always tighten just one wheel on your wheelchair so you go in circles all day. And I promise to tell you at least once a day for the rest of my life.
May I have the rings, please? You are about to present your ring to each other. The wedding ring, a complete circle, has no beginning and no end, just as true love is never ending. The ring is also made of precious metals, just as true love is a precious treasure. As you place the wedding ring on each other's hand, may it not only remind you of the endless love that you possess for one another, but may it also be a reminder of the precious gift that has been given to you for safekeeping. Then will you place this ring on your beloved's finger and repeat after me, please?
Roxy, I take you to be my wife. My partner in life and love. No matter what, I will always be there for you. Give you this ring as this loved by loving promises. From this day forward, I will be proud to you. Your husband and your best friend.
And Roxy, will you place this on your beloved finger and repeat after me, please. Bennett, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have heard Ben and Roxy recite their vows to one another, do you, their family and friends, promise from this day forward to encourage them and love them and help guide and support them in being steadfast in the promises they have made? If you agree, please say we do.
We do!
Let's sign the marriage license. Will the witnesses please join us? Roxy, let's close now with a blessing for your marriage. The words you have spoken, pledging love, mean far more than mere words ever can. May their gentle spirit move in you, and may your years fulfill the beauty of the feelings expressed today. May you have many joys and be the light of each other's days. May all that you are always be in love, and may all that is love always be in you. May you always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage grow stronger. May you always be each other's best friend and greatest love. And may you be blessed with health, happiness, and prosperity all the days of your life. Roxy and Ben, with the support of your families and by the vows you have made to one another here today, it is my very great pleasure to pronounce that you are now husband and wife. Ben, please kiss your beautiful wife. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our newlyweds, Jay Benjamin and Roxy Jean.